And hello and welcome to AleksTabletops MTG Quick Study episode 7. My name is Alex and let's start our 7th match, I guess. So let me quickly switch or launch it. So yeah, in this episode we played again mono green with the splash of red. I believe at this point it's still a splash of red. A little bit later, in later recordings for this deck, I actually made a borderline red, so I added additional card, and instead of having just 2 cards, I actually had 3 of them. RPG versus Scarlet Adept. So while game is loading, a quick reminder that MTG Quick Study is a series of one-match episodes that focuses on learning from my own matches by rewatching and trying to analyze them. Okay, this was actually pretty risky hand to take. Probably the reason why I took it because I had like almost 3 mana, one the actual mana and 2 additional in Llanowar Elves and Druid of the Cowl. Still pretty risky hand. So again, right here I believe we played against, again, we continue to play one of the most popular color combinations nowadays. Are the black-white Orzhov. And the reason why these colors are popular, because again, white is usually focuses on gaining life and exiling, when the black focuses on removal and exiling at some point too. So because of these 2 powerful combinations, I guess, and because this current meta is pretty strong with these 2 colors, these are the most, I would say, choosable, if you can say this, colors. So, what's happened right now again, I already established a pretty decent mana combination, and like, already right here, my game plan starts to work. The only problem is we don't have card advantage, so now it all depends what opponent has. Opponent put a pretty decent threat that we can't have an answer for yet, but next turn we'll be able to use Rapid Bite and kill 3-3, so let's hope that opponent is not going to grow stronger in terms of 3-3. 3-3 is an angel, so now opponent plays the vampires and they don't affect angels, of course. So it's not going to give it +1/+1, which means that we're probably going to pretty easily kill it with Rapid Bite. So right now I'm actually thinking what to do. Either we need to kill Vampire or put a Pelaka Worm. Of course I decided to kill Vampire first because it might become stronger, and starting from next turn opponent could actually do something about it. Yeah, opponent decides to kind of not waste the kill and sacrifice it by drawing 2 additional cards, and we continue to put lands. So right now, so far, the game is like going our way. So at this point, if opponent is not going to plant like 100 vampires in 1 turn, we actually have a chance to win, especially considering the fact that we have Pelaka Worm in our hand. That will basically give us 7 lives. Oh, come on, another angel, seriously? Okay then. And a Johnny's Pridemate, of course, so why not? Johnny's Pridemate is killing me. Again, lately this is the most usable cards ever. So at this point I believe I'm not going to attack because it's kind of pointless, although I still decide to do that. Probably one of the reasons why I decided to attack is because I want to press opponent. Considering the fact that now we put Pelaka Worm in play, it kind of will force opponent into blocking. Yeah, and considering the fact that I have all lands that I need to utilize most of the cards in my deck, not all of them, but still, I decided to actually force opponent into blocking. So ideally, like if I would play cautiously, of course I wouldn't attack, but this attack was probably justifiable, or justified in terms of the fact that we're probably going to win this one next turn, if opponent is not going to put anything with lifelink. So what opponent is thinking at this point is probably, yeah, utilizing the Angel ability and actually attacking to gain life, because this is the only way how opponent could basically get back some lost life. And there's a good possibility that we're not going to be able to kill opponent, so like 10, 15, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we're not going to be able to kill opponent. And right here we actually got lucky with Allosaurus for that we able to kick, which means that we basically won because of him. This was probably a mistake to do that. Instead, I could actually kill a 4/4, and that way I would dealt more damage. But again, maybe it was a good idea to kill a 3/3. Again, this recording done probably a week ago. I'm not necessarily remember like what my thought process was. This is the thing. For now, I have a lot of like pre-recorded episodes that I'm going through, and I'm analyzing, which from one standpoint it's a good thing because I don't remember everything from that game, and sometimes it kind of forced me to think why I made this decision, which is the whole point of analysis. Going through this and asking yourself a question why you did this, and justifying the actions and trying to understand why you did the things that you did. Of course, right here I'm going to kill an angel because I don't have any flyer blockers. So at this point we're getting mana flooded, and at this point, even considering the fact that I have 27 lives and opponent has 8, I'm worried because opponent has card advantage and we don't have anything. Like I can't necessarily attack with my small creatures, although I probably should, which I'm not going to still. Oh no, actually I decided to attack with all of them. Again, like, except 1/1. Or no. Or yes. Oh no. Or yeah, this is kind of was a decision to make. Like, should I press opponent or should I not? Because, like, don't forget that since this is a black deck, there is a potential Settle the Wreckage there, which could remove all of our cards from attack, exile them. So at this point, since I got 04 that we could make indestructible, I got pretty comfortable. And since we get a Vivian's Invocation, I believe this game is kind of almost done. Because, yeah, opponent just decides to quit because, come on, like, you can't fight that. I guess it all depended on what opponent could have. If opponent could have Settled the Wreckage, I believe opponent could still do something. So it's not necessarily a complete waste. So this is, I guess, kind of it. Overall, that was a pretty cool match. Again, I believe the reason why opponent didn't won is because opponent just didn't get lucky enough with cards, and most of the opponent's threats that opponent is put into play were basically destroyed. So because of these kind of situations, I guess we got lucky and we won. But in most cases, it was pretty decent match, although pretty quick. So I guess this is kind of sums up this episode. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a boost. If you want more, subscribe and set the bell note. Visit AleksConnects on Twitch to be a part of MTG Study live sessions. Have a nice day or night, and see you in the next episode. Bye.